Sometimes we try really, 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 really hard to bring about a certain outcome that we desire. Something, maybe it's really good, maybe it's going to help a lot of people. So we try to bring this about and we fail. What we wanted to happen doesn't happen. We don't do it. And this is very disappointing, obviously, and it hurts. And depending on the circumstances, it might also be incredibly embarrassing. Like you tried this really big thing and you failed, and it's embarrassing. And maybe this failure is even big enough that it causes us to question like some of the basic assumptions of our lives. I mean, it can happen. It can rattle us that much. I've had a couple of failures like this in my life. Actually, it's been more than a couple. And by the way, these failures that I experienced were largely my own fault. And in many respects, they were rooted in my pride. And you know, it's not uncommon to hear these kinds of failures referred to as learning experiences. People will tell you, well, it's a learning experience, which is true, it's true. But that doesn't seem to make it any less painful. And it's quite possible we might even recognize, like we see it, we recognize that, yeah, that's a learning experience. But again, that's not much consolation for the tremendous letdown that we feel. These failures, these like epic failures in our lives, this is precisely the point at which we must continue on and not become cynical and petty and vindictive and like angry at the world, angry at everyone, or just apathetic. But if you get a few of these kinds of big failures under your belt in life, it's hard not to become those things. As you get older and you've had a lot of failures, it's hard not to become those things. And so my prayer for all of us who've really failed, and that includes me, my prayer is this: Lord, help me. Help us. Lord, help us not to become cynical and petty and vindictive and small and just angry at everyone, or just plain apathetic. Help us. Amen.